Is it, in fact, affecting the dollar at this point?
I think there are a number of factors affecting the dollar, but I actually think that we're going to see some rate expectations decoupling a bit from the dollar. The dollar is being influenced a lot by other factors. Really, it's one of relative strength, and in currencies from other economic areas, predominantly the euro. I think that's going to be driving the dollar lower. But I think the rates curve is probably overdone in the US. I think that we've probably got a bit too pessimistic there. And I think that we've probably got a bit too carried away by how wages surprised to the downside at the last jobs report. And we've got a lot of extraordinary events which are depressing expectations on the US curve. You know, we've obviously got some natural occurrences which are causing the market to be somewhat deflated. But we've also got, I think, too little priced into the Fed funds strip now. And so the strategy here, I think, is to look at how to take a position on us having passed peak pessimism, both with respect to the administration and their ability to pass reforms, but also just on the functioning of the real economy with no reforms. And I think that it's about just finding some smart ways of expressing that, of tactically and trying to get a bit less pessimistic on the US at the moment.
So what about that, Vadim? Has the dollar gone too far? I mean, it doesn't seem to be justified entirely by the rates differential. So is there something else that's driving the dollar down?
I mean, look, the dollar has been weaker. You could attribute it to the fact that U.S. still is one of the two countries that has the largest trade deficit. So that's actually one aspect of it. There was a bit of a support from the rate differential, but a lot of that was predicated on the fact that the U.S. economy is going to accelerate, that it's later in the business cycle, and there's going to be a divergence of monetary policy. All of a sudden, we're not seeing that divergence. It's put downward pressure on the dollar.